Okay, just a quick reminder of the outcomes that we have. So again, you had a chance to kind of see we're looking at growing and learning around workshop teaching, networking opportunities, and then teachers teaching teachers. And we'll have a chance to see, actually we had an interesting situation with teachers teaching teachers, and it worked out great. So we have a great example to share with you later. Flexibility in action, like we all are in education. So we just did the welcome in the sense we last met. We're going through the norms and outcomes, and then we're going to get into the signpost piece. Then we'll do our teachers teaching teachers, and then we'll connect to the MESA unit and do a reflection at the end. So that's how the rest of our time will go today. We have our normal working agreements, and I'll let you look at those for a minute just to review them. Okay. And of course, our professional courtesies, which I guess at this point, but we still like to have them in there and post them to make sure to maintain the expectation. And we also have the parking lot. And because of the size of our group and the way we're so connected, if you just have a question or something, you can hand us a sticky note. But we just want to have this out there, so if we need to parking lot something so we can keep moving forward, we just have that in the sense. So we just went through the sharing the experiences of the signposts, as Nellie alluded to. We were already kind of moving along that way. So thank you to those of you that shared the materials or the other resources, and I'll try to find those and get those on there, but then also some of the other anecdotal experiences. It's really exciting to hear that be a part of the conversation now. Thinking 5 years ago when I started this, I got into some pretty interesting conversations with folks that were looking at me like, what do you mean? What's change going to look like, right? Because change is so unsettling. And we would get into some pretty hotly contested conversations. I mean, it was never yelling or anything, but it was people were having their cheese moved. And so it's really exciting now to hear the normal conversation be about this innovative way of thinking or having kids engage in the thought process. That's been, that was a very interesting. I was self-reflecting on that during the conversation, so that was great. And we're going to actually, are we going to do this part first, or? Sure. Okay. All right, so what we're going to do next is break out, and then we're going to do, I'm going to kind of model a signpost from a K2 piece. Nellie's going to model a 312 piece, and we're just going to kind of dive in a little bit deeper to a notice and note signpost and kind of give you a model of what that looks like. You talked about you did it with the poster, and others were using it, so we're kind of giving you that same thing right now. So we're going to dive into that and go from there. So I guess I will do K3 kind of up here, and you want to do 912 on the back half?
Sure.
Or
Yep.
Does that work?
Yep.
Okay.